Amber here with Jalopnik, riding something interesting. This is a BMW CE02. It's a little scooter based around a BMW alternator. It is a blast around town. It's super approachable to ride, and I don't think it's gonna do well in the US. Here's why. First off, let's talk about what this bike actually is. It's not a competitor to a high-cc scooter. It's more in line with a Grom or a Honda Monkey. Now, if you've ever experienced the hashtag Grom Squad, you know that one of the best things about those little scooters is getting to bop around the city with your friends. And for that purpose, this bike is fantastic. It's not incredibly fast. I've gotten into the 60s on it, but it takes a second to get there. The bike claims a whopping 15 horsepower, which may or may not require a motorcycle license, depending on your jurisdiction. But the torque off the line makes it pretty fun. Combine that with the strong regen when you're in flash mode, and it's a great little bike to bop around on. It is a little twitchy, which would likely be kind of disconcerting for a newer rider, but it's easy to pick up, easy to hang around on, and just fun to ride. So if this bike competes with things like the Honda Grom, which are fun to bop around on with your friends, and it is fun to bop around on with your friends, what's the issue? Why isn't it going to work in the US? The issue is charging and range. See, the CE02 has sort of an oddity. It's a low voltage system, 48 volts, and it can only charge off a home outlet, 110. You can't take it out to your local charge point or Electrify America and gas it up, fuel it up, juice it up. But with the way we've all been riding around Vegas here, which we're in it, baby, I'd be lucky to get 50 miles of range out of this bike. 55 maybe. So you have to live somewhere where you can charge it on a 110 volt outlet. You need to have power in your garage. But you also need to live somewhere dense enough that you're only 25 miles from your destination, because you need to get there and back. And that's a rarity in the kind of urban environments that this bike is built for. It's kind of a shame that this can't be charged at EV charging stations. It's a shame that the batteries aren't removable to bring them inside to charge them up, because this is such a fun little scooter. This is a great way to bop around town and ride by Caesar's Palace. Trust me, out here it is so nice not having the heat of a gas engine between your legs. I genuinely really enjoy this little scoot, and I want it to do well. I want people to embrace this as a way to get around. And maybe in LA, if your apartment, which is part of a house, has a garage, maybe it works in LA. It doesn't work in New York. I don't know that it works here in Vegas. The CE02 is a fun little machine, and it'll probably be fantastic out in Europe, where the charging infrastructure is a little different, and where you can get these for less money with a smaller battery. Here in the US, though, I don't know.